Well, it's not our fault that no other market research podcast earned recognition 2 years in a row, 2019 and 2020, as being named one of the best in the marketing research field. But we're proud to welcome you to our podcast, which did earn that distinction. This is Research Business Report. And we hope that as you watch today's video and others in our series, that it'll induce you to lend your support for continuation of this video series. Now you can see on the screen to my left right now where to go where you can make a contribution, and we'll tell you more about that sort of thing if you stick around with us to the end of today's RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Speaking of respected voices in our industry, Annie Pettit, the Chief Research Officer for North America at E2 Research Services, is quite renowned for her personal commitment and her dedication to spotting unique ways to improve research and then passing it on to the rest of us. Just another exceptional example arrived in her mid-May blog entitled 8 Engaging Question Types to Improve Participant Survey-Taking Experience, which we're going to summarize for you today. It's clear that participant engagement from people of every demographic group, age, gender, ethnicity, and other segments matters a lot today to market researchers, perhaps even more than ever before, because we're being called on at this time, because of the COVID crisis, to really give our best research efforts. She specified 8 question types to help achieve that through engaging questionnaires. And let's get started. First, Pettit encouraged consideration of creating a shopping questionnaire that contains high-quality artwork, photographs, and animations, more so than product selection that you're asked about, in typical surveys. Second, it is commonplace when product package, website brochures, or other visual material ratings are presented to consumers and responses are requested that a Likert scale appears. Instead of that, Pettit suggests more projective questions that she says speak to the consumer's soul and imagination. And I asked for some clarification on that, so let's tell you she's talking about conditioning survey takers to think about a brand or a corporate personality and a mission statement. Her third suggestion, replace open-end questions or answers that request a written specific answer with the opportunity to offer a photo or a video that can just as well and maybe even better express the consumer's thoughts. Fourth, math is intimidating for many people, so it might make sense for researchers to design questions on digital devices that can automatically calculate for participants, magically making numerical responses easier and interesting. Fifth, rid surveys of grid questions and actually redesign them in the form of a Likert scale question that presents each item individually with clickable, color-coded answering options instead of the grid. Pettit describes that as, quote, easy peasy and fast for short, easy-to-read questions. Recommendation number 6, converting boring text boxes to a questionnaire composed of engaging storytelling. In other words, guide respondents through a virtual book with pages that actually turn instead of clicking on circles and boxes. And finally, questionnaire suggestion number 8. Ask each respondent at the end of a survey for their thoughts about questions that were not asked of them and for any additional comments that they'd like to make, even about this research experience. Now, this Pettit blog contained greater detail about her 8 ideas, and we have the time to review here, so please look for that complete blog in the description box underneath today's video. That's a wrap on today's Research Business Daily Report and for this week. Now, we're always thankful for any views we get for any RBDR video. After all, each day we strive to bring to RBDR viewers a news item, an insight, or a commentary that isn't found anywhere else. And so, yes, we do want to hear something back from you that says, yes, I didn't know about that. After digesting today's video and any other RBDR report, we hope that you'll appreciate us enough to consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter. And you can do that by going to our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR, where you can commit yourself to a monthly contribution of whatever size is workable for you. We hope that you have a good research day and that this has been a profitable week for you. We also hope that this will be a nice weather-wise weekend again that we can all enjoy, and that you will join us back here on Monday. And until then, please stay safe.